Hello, Organo family. This is Wendy Abel here. It is awesome to be able to be with you today and just share a little bit of how things can get you going, how you can really succeed in this business. So I have been with Organo for 7 years now. This is my seventh year. And so I can speak from a little bit of experience. Am I there yet? No, absolutely not. Do I know everything? No, I don't. But I have seen people come and go. I have seen people come, go, come back again. I have seen people come and stay forever. So I have a few things to share with you on how things that I've seen actually practically work for people. So before we get started, I hope you have your favorite Organo drink in your hand, or your second one, or your third one. But yes, our product works and our product tastes amazing. And I think that is a very, very exciting thing about marketing this product, because of the results of Ganoderma, because the product tastes good. Can you imagine trying to sell something that tasted terrible, that people have to block their nose and drink every single day just to be healthier? We don't have that problem. We have a brilliant product that works, that tastes incredible, that you can share with literally every single person you meet. So getting on that point, I want to just share with you practical reality of network marketing. Now, when I started, I knew nothing about network marketing. So I have learned over the years. I have watched podcasts. I have listened to MLM, people that work for. I've seen our uplines and our sponsors all working, network marketing working for them. And I think the most important thing to note is that this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is something that you physically have to work for and with every single day. But there are a few things that come into play on how you can actually do that, because it's not a 9 to 5 job where if you don't do your job, you'll get fired. But if you're not putting in the results, well, then you're not going to get the results in your bank account. Or putting in the effort, you're not going to get the results in your bank account. So this is what I can tell you. First off, you have to have a why. Why did you start this business? Or why are you going to start this business? Or why, after 7 years, have you come back to say, this is it, I want to make this work for me? You have to have a why. That why drives you every single day. That why is the reason why you're doing what you're doing, the reason why you wanted to do this in the first place. So always have that in your form. Always have that, like, for mine is my children. So I know when I kiss them good morning every morning and I kiss them good night every night, that is my why. And you need that to drive you, because if you don't have that driving you, if you don't have that actual reason why you are wanting an extra income, why you want the product, why you want to make this a success, then it's going to be a little bit difficult for you, So have a why, have that written down somewhere. I find I have to write everything down. For me, that works. Some people like to type it out. Some people like to have it, put a poster up or do something that reminds you every single day. Like I said, you are not going to get fired for not doing your job, but you just won't get the results that you would get if you did do all these things. So having a why is very, very important. That definitely is something that gets me going every single day, because I promise you, there will be days that you don't feel like doing what we not tell you to do, or what we recommend you do, or getting out there and speaking to people. You may not feel like it. Just like days, if you are working 9 to 5, you don't feel like going to work, but unfortunately you have to go, otherwise you won't get paid. So same thing. You have to do what we ask you to do, or what we encourage you to do, so that you can get the results that you want. So have your why set out, because that will definitely drive you. Now, that being said, you need to have a commitment to this business. It has to be fully all in, absolutely committed to make it work, because people often start and they say, let me try this out. If you are just trying it, you will never put your full oomph into it. You'll never put your full effort into it. You'll never give your all, because you're just trying it out, seeing if it works. Same people, that say, let me try at the gym, or let me try at a Pilates class, or let me try, jogging. They're not fully committed. But if they say, right, I want to run the Comrades next year, which is our 50-kilometer race here in South Africa, if they are committed to that, they will train every day. They will eat properly. They will do what they need to do to get the result of running the Comrades in next year, July. So you have to fully commit to this. You have to say, right, this is it. I'm going to make this work, and I will do what I need to do every single day consistently, whether I feel like it or whether I don't feel like it, to make it a success. Just like running the comrades, just like learning the guitar. Some people say, oh, I'm going to try this out, see if I like guitar. Well, it probably isn't going to work for you. I can tell you, my son, he has been playing since he was 8, so it's 12 years now. He is a flamenco guitarist. He plays like you will close your eyes and think you are listening to a DVD, however, a CD, or what do we do now? Spotify. But he puts in the effort every day. Every day he practices. He has a lesson with his teacher once a week. He is putting in the effort to sound like he does, because if he didn't, he definitely wouldn't sound like he does today. So it's the commitment you need to get this business going. It's the commitment you need from your side to say, I am going to be VIP in 3 months time. I am going to be Sapphire by the end of the year. I am going to do this. I am going to do my Star Achiever, and commit to it. Write it down, because if you write it down, you are more, you will want to tick that off. If you're someone like me that needs to tick everything off every time she does something, then that is what you'll do. You'll say, right, I sold 3 products this week, tick. I have to sell 3 products the next week, tick. I need to enroll 4 people this month, 1 a week, tick. You need to commit to this entirely with every single part of your being. So you've got your why you started, why you keep on going, why you do it every single day. You've got the commitment of saying to yourself, I'm committing to this. Just like you would anything else that you want to commit to. I am committing to this. I want this to be a success. I want to be a Star Achiever. I want to be a VIP leader. I want to be whatever you want, whatever your goal is. Everybody has different goals. You might be someone who just wants to do retail, and you want to retail 30 boxes a month. Perfect. You might want to be someone that's building a team. Then that's what you'll do. But you need to have the commitment to do it. Now, this is something that requires discipline, because motivation, you can listen to this and you can be all motivated and you can be ready to go for it tomorrow or today. But if you don't have the discipline behind that, it's not going to work. Motivation is like a muscle. You can exercise it every single day, but unless you're exercising it every single day, it's not going to work for you. So you need the discipline to do that. So you're disciplined and you're committed to make this a success. Once you've done that, you need to now have something in place on how you're going to do that. Because this is something anyone can do, you don't need a degree or qualification to do this, but you do need some commitment and some drive and some daily method of operations to get you going to where you need to be. And that is where you need to be plugged in. That is when you need to be on the OG Academy, where you need to speak to your sponsor or your upline or your sideline or someone in the business that motivates you. Listen to them, see what they do. Copy them, not in a copy word for word what they post or whatever, but like mimic them, do what they're doing. Find someone that you relate to that you can do that with. So you can say to them, listen, I want to learn from you. I want to be a success. What do you do every single day? And I teach my team, you have to have a daily method of operation, because if you say are working this business on social media, it is very, very difficult to stay just disciplined on working your business, because what does it do? Social media sucks you in, and before you know it, you are scrolling and scrolling, doom scrolling as I call it. You're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, and you can get sucked in for an hour and not do one single thing that has promoted your business in any single way, because you're just scrolling. So you need to have that time set aside to work your business. So if you want to do this as a full-time thing like I am, you would have dedicated times to do it. So you would say, from 8 to 9, this is what I do. From 10 to 11, this is what I do. From 12 to 1, this is what I do. And do that. Don't get stuck. And then have your free time where you can scroll aimlessly if that is what you want to do. But what are you doing that is financially changing your situation when you are scrolling? Are you connecting with people? Are you creating conversations? Because that is one thing that I found, and I teach my team, that you have to become a professional conversationalist, because you need to create relationships with people in order to tell them about your product or in order to tell them about your business opportunity. Like I always say, someone somewhere is praying for this opportunity, or someone somewhere is praying for this product. And if you are not connecting with people, if you are not creating a conversation with people, how will they ever know? So you have to be committed to do that. So get your daily method of operations in play. You can go on Pinterest and you can go on Facebook, or you can go on AI and find some different things and make it work for you. You may be working full-time 9 to 5 and you have half an hour at lunchtime, you have half an hour in the evening. You cannot watch TV for that hour that you were going to do, and you can work on your business, but do productive things in that time. Be intentional with your time. Create those conversations. A lot of people, that I connect with on WhatsApp, if I'm doing my WhatsApp statuses, I don't just post on my WhatsApp status and leave it for the day and not talk to anybody. You can't do that. You have to create conversations. So you go onto other people's WhatsApp statuses and chat to them and say, oh, beautiful holiday you've been on. Your kids are looking so great. Anything to create a conversation with them, and then chit chat. Have a conversation before you get into, this is what I do, this is my product, are you interested in a business opportunity? Have a conversation. You will make someone's day. You will create just that to and from, that you can actually connect with people, because there's nothing worse. Think about it yourself. If someone inboxes you, I have a business opportunity for you, or they just say, hey, are you interested in this? I'm like, I don't even pay attention. I just delete, or I block, or whatever, because that is not personal. That is not creating a conversation with me to say, would you be interested in this? And actually know a little bit about me. So do that in your intentional time, in your time that you have set aside on social media. Be intentional with that time. Create some conversations that you can get your business out there, but not being in your face, pushy, this is what I do. So DMO is very, very important. Get some ideas from Pinterest if you want, and set that time aside. Block it, time block it. This is what, put your alarm on if you have to. I have to put my alarm on for everything. If I'm boiling my eggs, or if I'm putting my chicken in, or if I have a Zoom call on a Monday night, I put my alarm on, because we do get busy. Life is busy. But if you have that time, if you have the timer on, it goes off. Do what you need to do. Be productive in that time. When the alarm goes off again, carry on doing what you need to do. But this is your business. And if you're committed to making this business a success, it will be a success. But you have to be intentional about it. So what have we said? We've said, have your why, have it every single day in front of you. Why do I do this? Just like if someone was wanting to lose weight, a lot of the time they'll find a picture of themselves when they were thin and they'll put it on the fridge, or they'll put a really nice outfit hanging on the cupboard to say, this is what I want to fit into by the end of whatever period. Do the same thing. Put your why out there. I don't have to, because I see my children every single day, but you can put that why out there. I want to go on holiday. I want to save extra money to go on holiday. I want to pay for my parents to do something. I want to put my child through private schools. You have that why. So put that out there. That's number one. Number two is being committed. Say, I am committing to this long term. And long term is not 3 months. At least 12 months. You have to give it a good 12 months. Don't even think about less than 12 months, because it takes time. You will learn as you grow. You're not going to learn everything in one month. That I can promise you. 7 years later, I'm still learning today. So commit to that. Be intentional. Have the discipline every single day. When you wake up, you have the discipline, because there will be days that you won't feel like it. But if you don't feel like it, then someone else is marketing that day and you've lost a potential client or potential business partner because you were too lazy to do what you needed to do. But the other person wasn't too lazy to do what they needed to do. So they got the business or the product or the business partner, and you didn't. So every single day you will commit to this business, because it is something that could potentially change your entire life. And if you're not committed to doing that every single day, it's not going to. I can promise you that. It is something that I have seen over the 7 years. I have seen people, try it out and say, oh, it didn't work for me. No, network marketing does work. You just didn't work. So it's not the network marketing part, it's the you part. You didn't commit to it for the long term, and that's why it didn't work. and plug yourself in to these academies. Plug yourself in. I think one of the leaders spoke once about a fan and having a fan on in your room, but it's not plugged in. And you look at it every single day thinking, oh, it's so hot, and you have no air coming and it's very hot and there's no fan going because the fan is not plugged in. But as soon as you plug the fan in and it starts blowing cool air, you cool. So it's the same thing with the business. You have to be plugged in. You have to be, going, listening to podcasts, listening to trainers, equipping yourself on the product, on Ganoderma, how it works, how the different products work for different things. Equip yourself, because if you are not plugged in, you're not going to get that. So stay committed, stay plugged in, and have your daily method of operation working for you every day. I always say to my team, there are no days off in network marketing. Even if it's connecting with one person on a Saturday and one person on a Sunday, if you feel that your weekend is very important that you can't connect, just do one. Just do one thing that will advance your business. And you will see over a period of time how that will change your business. So coming from me all the way in South Africa and being with Organa for 7 years, I can tell you that it is something that changed my family's life. We are not the same. We are in a different position now than we were 7 years ago. And 7 years ago when we started, it was COVID and it was just hectic for everyone all over the world. We were able to help people to earn an income. We were able to help people to be healthier. And that is what it's all about. It's about wanting to help more people. The more people you help, the more in turn it helps you. But it does require the commitment and it does require the work. Like I say, you are not sitting back and letting all the fish, putting your fishing rod out and just sitting back and leaving it. You are actually doing something. You are fishing. You are going out there and creating conversations, and set yourself up in a flea market or a market, or so we've had like Easter markets now because it's Easter time. We have the Christmas markets. We have shopping, these different shopping fests. Get in there, get out there, say to them, I want to have a stand here. It doesn't cost you a lot of money. It's going to cost you maybe the stand. You're going to have sachets there. You're going to have a tasting. What I love to do is on our tastings, I don't give everyone a full sachet because obviously that is going to cost you. But you can put 4 sachets in a liter flask, and you can have these little tot cups and give everyone a tot to taste, because when they taste it, they were like, oh, wow, that is what it tastes like. And that is what the feedback that I've got when my husband and I do these all over Durban, and we have the result. Oh my gosh, it tastes amazing, because it's a healthy drink. People think it's going to taste terrible, but just that taste of the mocha, of the latte, of the black, they're like, wow, it tastes incredible. Give me a box. And then that is how you can do your marketing that way. So, but we're speaking to more people. So if there are 50,000 people coming through the doors, all the better. 50,000 people have tasted your product. Or even if you're doing a little market and 200 people taste your product, that's 200 people that you didn't have taste your product. So equip yourself and get out there and do something for your business. Because I promise you, if you had to own a shop in a shopping center and you were paying lights and water and you were paying staff and you had to buy all ingredients and you're doing a cupcake shop, you would be out there pushing your business, getting people to come into your store because you had all these huge overheads. But this is a business where you have no overheads. You have your phone, you have your mouth, you have conversations, you have people that can, do stuff for you. Like my family will, share my posts on their posts, and there's so much you can do. But you have to want to do it, and you have to want to be out there doing it. So my advice to you, whether you've been here for 12 years, 15 years, the company's been around for 17 years, however long you've been here, or if you're starting today, do those few things that will get you to where you want to be. Commit to this business. It works. And you can see by all the leaders that it does work. So we're not just saying to you, do it, and we're not doing it ourselves. Everything I tell you to do, I do myself. If I say to my team, be a star achiever, I am a Star Achiever number 71, I think, this month. I'm a superstar, I think, for over 40 months, if I'm not wrong. So I'm not saying do it, and I'm not saying do it and I don't do it myself. Everything I do, I tell my team. I tell my team to do. So I am a Star Achiever. I am a superstar achiever. Yes, I've won. We've gone to Dubai, we've gone to Mauritius, we've got all these amazing things. I've just come back from a cruise, which was just absolutely incredible. If you can be a superstar and you can get your cruise for free, it is just the most amazing benefit. The people are benefiting from your products, the clients are benefiting from the products, you are benefiting yourself and going on a fully paid for cruise. I mean, why not? So yes, I just want to tell you, our Organo family, this is something that if you want it, it's yours, but commit to it. Have everything in place and it will work for you. So that is it from me tonight, just to encourage you a bit. I know that we all need encouragement. It's a motivation that you need, but please just write those few things down. Even if you want to listen to it again or let's go through it one more time. Why? Why are you doing this business? Have it out there. Have it clear every single day. This is why. And they might change over the years. Like it could be, something else. When Hannah finishes matric next year, it's going to be something else. I won't need to pay for school fees, but it'll be the next thing. Have your why there every single day. Have the commitment to do it. Have the discipline to do it every single day, not on the days that suit you, every single day. Become a professional conversationalist with people. Be real, be authentic, be out there, committed to it, and have your DMO. Have your daily method of operation that you stick to. That is your job. That is what you have to do by the end of the day so that you can tick it and it's done and plug yourself in. It's that simple. But if you're not doing all those things, then unfortunately, it's not going to work for you. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is something that over time will just benefit you and your family. The product works. It tastes incredible. The compensation plan is beyond anything. And learn that, Go into the different YouTube trainings. Read the PDFs under resources so that you can also equip yourself in knowing the compensation plan. Because once you know that, you can work it so well in your business. Even the global growth bonus, that is something that everybody can do, but so many people don't know how to work it. So equip yourself in knowing those things, just like you would if you were going to a job and they wanted so much from you. You would have to know how to answer the phone. If you were a receptionist, know how to work the computer, know how to be nice to people, know how to take minutes. The same thing. This is your job. This is something that can potentially change your entire life, but you have to do the work. Okay, everyone, that is from me. But I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are all over the world. God bless you, and I hope to see you on here one day training other people as well. Bye.